Monday Motivational Madness. A crazy good way to start your week.
Do you ever feel like giving up? Well, here's the reason why you shouldn't. About 15 years ago, I set up a stall at the Golf Breeze flea market and started showing my art for the first time. I didn't start showing my art because I was like, I'm going to start showing my art. I started showing my art because my amazing wife, Klee, said, hey, you create beautiful art. Why don't you show your art? Now, up until that point, I had never taken the chance. Basically, I gave up before I even started because I would do the thing where I would compare myself to other artists, and obviously you're always going to find other artists that are better, that you think are better than you, and so you're going to discourage yourself from doing this thing. Well, that's what I had done up until that point. And when I say up until that point, it means that I was in my late 30s the first time that I showed my artwork. Now, I had been an artist with a dream of being an artist my entire life, but I did not start my career until my late 30s. So what happened when I started putting my artwork out there? Nothing. Nothing happened. Nobody bought my artwork. Basically, everything that I was afraid of was essentially what was happening. Nobody was buying my artwork, and I just felt like a big fat failure every single day. Meanwhile, I was accruing more and more debt because I had to pay for the stall that I was renting, and nothing was happening. I was completely discouraged, and then I realized, like, wait a second. If I quit, I'm definitely never going to succeed. So I decided not to quit. And then one day, one person bought a $20 piece of art. And that was the first time that I sold my artwork. And something about that moment, even though I was in total debt at that point, it totally put a fire under my butt that said, you know what? If I keep doing this, I'm going to succeed in some way, shape, or form. I know because I've gotten comments from a few people that say that, they've been doing this for a long time and that it doesn't work out and all this stuff. And the truth is that throughout my career, I just kept leveling up. I started at the flea market, and then I started doing markets, and then I started doing small art walks, and then I started doing things online, and then it just kept changing. I kept updating. I don't even know how many iterations of the website we had, but I just kept putting myself out there. I realized that the more you put yourself out there, the more you have that fire under your butt to get your artwork out in front of people, to call people that you don't think that you're qualified to call, to present your work to people that you don't think that you're qualified to present your work to just keep putting it out there. And most importantly, don't quit. Because honestly, the only way that you could ever fail at this is if you quit in any way, shape, or form. That means that if you do a thing and you don't allow yourself to keep leveling up, to keep moving forward, if you get discouraged because you're not making any money, if you think to yourself, you know what, I'm going to quit, then you're putting yourself in a position where, if you quit, you fail. The truth is that at that point, I was willing to do whatever it took to get my artwork out there in front of people. And that meant that if I needed to get a part-time job or do whatever it takes, that's what it means. You do whatever it takes to share your artwork with the world. And I'll leave you with this. Throughout my career, there has been setback after setback, roadblock after roadblock. Things don't work out beautifully. In fact, the next video, that's what I'm going to be talking about, how things don't work out beautifully all the time. But every setback is just a setup for a comeback. That's basically what it is. Every time that you fall on your face, you get to pick yourself back up and just go at it again. So keep going, keep pushing. You've got this. You're awesome. I adore you. Adios.